4 games, an ERA of 0.
Kim is asking home plate umpire if he can blow on his hands.
Shane Spencer first up. Bob Brenly has made a lot of decisions in this postseason. One of them, in our opinion, worked out extremely well. Curt Schilling starting on 3 days rest here in Game 4. This is a decision that I do not agree with.
Well, if you're the Yankees, it's an interesting decision by Bob. If you're the Yankees, you're glad to see Schilling out of the game. However, if you're Bob Brenly, you're thinking about Game 7. And I know your point.
Forget Game 7.
Don't get mad at me. My gosh.
I'm not. Here's the 2-0. 2-1. If you're leading 3-1 in Game 4, and you've got Schilling rolling, he's thrown 88 pitches. He threw 98 miles an hour to David Justice last inning. Get the game here in Game 4. You got Randy Johnson waiting for Game 6. There may be no Game 7.
Well, again, a lot of times the way you gauge whether to take a pitcher out or not is to consider how your opponent feels about removing that pitcher.
3 balls and a strike on Shane Spencer. Popped up to the right side. It's foul and backing out of play.
I think Bob had gone as far as he could with 3 days rest. I think that's Bob's thinking right now. Whether it's right or wrong, we'll see.
88 pitches tonight after 102, which they considered like a day off in Game 1. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Spencer. Got it. 1 away. Bob Brenly had this conversation with Curt Schilling just moments ago.
That's enough. That's enough. Listen, you're at 88 right now. We got BK locked and loaded for the last 6 outs, man. Let's, you know, you're a hero already, man.
Schilling wanting to go back out there, which is not a surprise. I mean,
right.
That's not compelling evidence to run him back out there for the 8th inning. He's always going to want to go back out to the mound as Brocious takes ball 1 up and in.
Joe, I'll tell you what was a surprise, a 3-2 breaking ball to Shane Spencer with a 2-run lead. 1-run lead, tie game, you can understand it. Shocked Spencer.
On the outside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1. Strike 2 on Brocious. One of the bigger reasons that Bob Brenly would go to Kim during the off time after the NLCS, Bob Brenly actually went down into the bullpen with a bat in his hands and tried to get a look at these deliveries from Byung-Hun Kim. And he said the first 25 feet or so, you cannot pick the ball up at all coming out of Kim's right hand with his submarine style approach.
I think what went into Brenly's thinking also was that Kim is such a different pitcher than Curt Schilling. Schilling over the top, Kim down below.
Brocious did not go 2-2. And the point about Brenly looking at Kim, he said, I'd never tried to stand in there against him. I don't know how anybody hits him. First Korean-born player to appear in the World Series. Congratulations to Byung-Hun Kim. We're in the 8th inning of a 3-1 game. Another counts full on Brocious as it was on Spencer.
Here's that sidearm underhand delivery of Kim's. He threw a 3-2 slider to Spencer. We'll see what Brocious gets.
Two out. Back-to-back strikeouts of Spencer and Brocious with Soriano coming up.
You can see that tightly spinning fastball action. Nobody happier than Curt Schilling.
And nobody could do any better than Byung-Hun Kim here to start the 8th inning with back-to-back strikeouts. Bob Brenly telling us before the game he couldn't wait to get Kim into a game to give these Yankees that new look. The Yankees really haven't faced any pitcher of this style.
No.
Really, not just this year, but anytime recently. The 0-1 to Soriano. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's that sweeping breaking ball. When you throw a breaking ball from that far down under, the ball can't go down. What goes down is a sinker. But when you're under the ball stays on a level plane or goes up.
That pitch seemed to go up. 2 balls and a strike. They actually call the pitch an upshoot, which is a throwback term for these deliveries from Kim that seem to rise when they get to the plate. Young-Hun Kim is 1 strike away from striking out the side here in the 8th inning. Picking up for Schilling, who wanted to go back out there, and Kim, who has yet to appear for tonight in the World Series, isn't fazed at all by this, as he has run the count full to all 3 hitters he has faced here in the 8th inning. That was the other unknown. You didn't know how Kim would respond.
That's right.
Coming out of the bullpen with that long of a layoff at Yankee Stadium for the first time in the World Series. And boy, did he respond. Struck out the side. Bob Brenly, the right decision. Curt Schilling watching all 3 strikeouts from the dugout. 1, 2.